it says af. So if I can't find it now,
who says af has to mean also?
It can be the nose.
No, because.
No, it doesn't. She means because. Af does not mean that. Okay? Now it comes to be a Rashi and Brachas. In the Sugya Brachas HaTorah, right, it says here, af l'gemara tzarech levar. Rashi says, shehu ikeh HaTorah. I don't know if Rashi's translating the word sha'af. Sha'af, you see over there also that when you say sha'af, you're right, you need a source. You need a source. So I thought this was a source, but I didn't look at it just now.
Third grade shiur.
What? What is that?
Third grade is after the news.
But you know the first line with Mama didn't tell you the Megillah, based on a translation of Af. Now, I can go on and on, like there's a Briskerov, it talks about Nashim, and then he applies it to Avadim. I'll just make it very simple. And maybe we'll talk about being mighty somebody else. The Tur, when he says Hakol Chayavim, he says Nashim, gay. I believe he says Gayrim too, and he says Avadim She'ena Mishachrar. Avadim that are not freed.
The Briskerov?
The Tur. Because Machlokes is Tur in the Rambam. Rambam says only freed slaves. And as you said, we're implying that an Eved is part in Megillah. Now,
we didn't answer why the Rambam says Eved is part in Megillah.
No, you're right. You're right. So, as I'm saying, instead of going straight just focusing on the Rambam, I'm focusing on the Machlokes. Some say otherwise. So, in what are they arguing? Now, you have to understand this is not like a machlokes in a deraisa, where you say in a deraisa you wouldn't necessarily say that there are reasons why they would be mechuyev. The Torah says do this.
It's niskan.
What?
It's the Rabbanon already, so it's sugi. Why they don't?
Oh, exactly. The Torah says do something. Am I a Jew? Yes. Am I a ger? Yes. I do it. Am I an Eved Meshuchrar? Yes. Now, it would make sense that the Rambam would only say the word Avadim Shachar by Megillah, where you want to apply that that a regular Eved would not be. L'chayra, there shouldn't be any other place that the Rambam should use this term, because l'chayra, what should be the difference? When he's an Eved, while he's an Eved Kanani, he's mechuyev like an Isha, and then he becomes from an Isha to an Ish. His obligation becomes from an Isha, he's freed, he becomes an Ish, becomes a regular Jew. So it's not dependent on a reason. Was I part of the miracle? For instance, a ger, the Gemara talks about, maybe a Medrash much of this, is a ger mechuyev in Megillah? You don't just say, oh, you're a Jew, leave the Megillah. No, there's a drasha. V'chol hanilvim imay. Anybody who's part.
I just open a now, so a ger can't hazard shaf.
No, sorry. Well, right, exactly. But in a deraisa, he's a Jew. But here, it's dependent. What's that?
That's a shaf.
So Sheikh the net is the svara. We need a
svara. No, not going to ger ever.
By the Rabban, we need a svara.
You can come in. Anybody can come in. Anyways, let's just finish. Let's finish this up.
No, you have till 1:15.
Oh, I was going to go till 3.
Oh. That's not what I'm warning you.
Now, if I were to ask you, based on what we said till now, should an Eved, again, it's all dependent on a reason, should an Eved be mechuyev? Should an Eved be mechuyev Megillah? Why?
He wasn't part of the net.
How do you know?
Because they weren't there.
Ger.
What?
Even the Rambam says Gerin.
Hold on a second. A ger is, but why is a ger mechuyev? Because Gerin then were mechuyev because of a special drasha. So it's not. So of course these gerim were not, but they go under the category of gerim.
My segregated ger is what is included in that drasha.
Right.
And Kanani is not even. He's not one of us. He's not a yid.
Excuse me. Every Kanani
is not a yid.
1 second, because Gerim back then,
he shouldn't be the Jew.
On whose
Russia.
According to whose rules is he not a Jew? What do you? He's
He's
a half a Jew.
He needs to do it before.
Sure.
One second.
You're going to have it soon. Is it Dvar Avram?
One second.
What are we up to? Is it Dvar Avram that talks about the status of a ger, of an eved before what he is? It's very complicated. But Pashtus,
what's the ger is okay?
He's like an Iyam. Mitzvah's like an Isha. What do you think? It's not a ger Taisha.
Right.
Yeah.
What's Pshat ger? What's Pshat ger? Cholim Gil?
It's a drush of
It's a drush.
In other words, in those days, they had the yeshua.
By an Eved, you don't have a drasha, so what's Pshat?
Does he need it?
Right, so that's Machlek, so it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. Was he in the tak? Was he in the
Put it this way, based on what we just said, you can based on what we just said.
No, but it's not, even if he was in the takana, what does that mean he was in the takana?
Decree.
Were they going to
It
kill
doesn't make a difference, it wasn't his ancestors.
No,
Stop Avodim back then. Doesn't mean anybody who becomes an Eved.
Just like Aaron, just exactly like Aaron.
But Aaron we have a drasha.
Same drasha.
Good.
So those are the drasha.
Maybe it's logical.
But they weren't in the takana.
Then they should be in the same Garen then, like Garen now.
No option that your grandfather was in the takana to get killed, so it means...
Really? The Garen that comes to Garen now, his grandfather was in the takana?
That's right.
No.
The drasha says he's included.
Right.
The drasha says
that type of person. You're right.
That type of person, so it's no shaykh to your
Good. Saying
grandfather.
good. He's saying good. If there would be a drasha to say, that Eved took part then in the Megillah, took part in the nitzach and in the miracles, then there's no question in every. But we don't have it now.
When Garen took part of the miracle?
It says that's that drush. Anybody who they took part, they were. That's it says that. It says in the Megillah, even not just Jews, everybody just took part. Everybody.
Why about the ninth?
Because it says so you the Dvarecha, you said only Garen, not Avodah. Maybe only Garen took part. It doesn't say about Avodah.
Why did no Garen?
Because it's a drasha. Azal said when it says that word, it means that Garen took part. That Garen took part in the miracle.
What is this drasha from?
From the Megillah.
Well, the Rabbanan said you could use Shalem Megillah, so Rabbanan Taka who has Shalem.
Based on Chazal, based on that drasha, sure. Right. Now you could say that maybe an Eved Kanani is also like a Ger. If a Ger took part, so he's also someone who became a convert. You know what I mean? When you say the word convert in the street, you have to know. One second. Because everybody's dancing because they're in the Tzach and the Mulchama. So Ger, come. How did you? One second. Eved Kanani. He became a Jew, so come join the dance.
Unless
it says that we're Garen.
Unless it was because the takana was on Garen. That was
that's what Tuss does it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
right. However, so the Beis Yosef says that the question of if Avodim or Mechuyah is dependent on the two pshatim in Apin Oivs. Because if you learn like Rashi, now understand what you're going to ask right away. Let me tell you his lashon. If you learn the pshat is that they were also in the Nes. In other words, because they were in the Gzeira, so they were in the Nes. It's like Noshin, where Af means they were also included in the Nes. So if that's the case, so Avodim, you can say, and his lashon is this suffix sakana. This suffix sakana. Say suffix sakana doesn't mean the suffix of being killed. It was really Avadai sakana. Taisus uses an expression over here about Noshin. I don't know where Taisus got this.
Because anybody who's included in the Gzeira, any type of person that was included in the Gzeira, that type of person is employed today to lay Megillah.
Right.
But that type, but it wasn't. It's not that we're giving Shabbat Va'idel because your grandfather, great grandfather.
Right. That's right.
Oh.
Right. It's not.
The question now is just
Okay. Then maybe only start them with only Persians.
They wouldn't kill. They wouldn't kill up. They wouldn't.
I'm just kidding. Shunad and Tula.
Oh, he owned all the Medinas.
I can't find it now. I think this is the word. No, we don't.
About them, they don't kill though.
Huh?